The moment foretold is finally here. For generations, it has been whispered about, and now, the ancient prophecy is about to be fulfilled, not as a distant echo of the past, but as a direct and powerful force reshaping your present and your future. This isn't a story in a dusty book. It's an unfolding reality that will challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself and the world around you. What does it mean that this prophecy is unfolding in this exact moment? This isn't merely an external event. It's a catalyst for profound personal and spiritual transformation, and it's happening to you right now. The prophecy, an ancient blueprint of destiny, is now aligning perfectly with the present moment, pulling you into a new path of change and inviting you to explore the full range of your hidden potential. The events about to unfold will not just shift the world around you, but will also shift the world within you. This is not just a prophecy about external happenings, but about your own personal journey. The next 48 hours are absolutely crucial. This isn't just a period of time. It's a key time frame where each hour carries unique significance, a condensed moment when all possibilities converge and all outcomes are made more accessible, more attainable, more real. It's a moment when time as you know it will become more fluid, more pliable. How will you use this condensed time to manifest your destiny? Unusual cosmic energies are now active. The veil between worlds is thinner than it has been in generations, and you might already feel the pull. The unseen forces, the spiritual dimensions, are more accessible than ever before. These aren't just coincidences. These are signs, deliberate interactions with you from something bigger than yourself. Are you ready to handle who or what might be watching you? This isn't just another moment in history. It is a moment of unprecedented significance, a convergence of ancient power and modern reality, a nexus point that has the power to alter not just the present, but the very course of human destiny. The threads of the past are now weaving themselves into your present, and you will be the one to carry these threads into the future, not just observing history, but creating it. This isn't just a myth or a story, it's a living truth unfolding right now. The scale of potential impact is immense, touching every facet of your individual existence and impacting the entire collective consciousness. This isn't just about personal growth, it's also about a shift in global awareness. You are an essential part of this grand transformation. Your choices, your actions, your very being will affect the course of humanity as a whole. You are not just an observer, but a key participant in a revolution of consciousness. This isn't just happening to the world, it's happening through you. This information isn't just for the sake of knowledge. It is absolutely essential for navigating the powerful energies about to be unleashed. Understanding the prophecy is not just for intellectual curiosity, but for personal alignment, a key to unlocking your true spiritual potential during this powerful transition. How will you use this knowledge to guide yourself and, more importantly, to create your own destiny? The fulfillment of this prophecy isn't a predetermined path. It's a process that requires your conscious participation. You are a co-creator in the unfolding of this cosmic event. Your actions over the next 48 hours will set the course of your future and will shape the very reality that you will experience. Passivity is no longer an option. You are being called to step into your power, to take control of your destiny, and to become the master of your own fate. This prophecy is about choice. What will you choose? The prophecy has ancient roots, shared across multiple cultures, passed down through time via sacred texts and whispered in secret rituals. The messages are not from a single source, but echoes of a shared truth that has been known for thousands of years, now rising to the surface for those who are ready to hear it. This isn't just a single prophecy, but a chorus of voices from the past. Are you ready to listen to the song they are singing? Spiritual transformation is not a mystical occurrence. It is an intensely personal, inner process. The prophecy's unfolding is less about the external world changing and more about the transformation of the individual from the inside out. True power comes from your ability to align yourself with the energetic shifts and to do the necessary inner work. This process isn't about changing the world, but changing yourself, and in so doing, changing everything. The energetic forces are heightened, the unseen forces more active, and the spiritual dimensions more accessible than they have been in a very long time. You may already be experiencing subtle signs of these energetic shifts, like synchronicities that seem too intentional, unusual dreams that seem too vivid, and encounters that seem too perfect to be coincidences. These are not random events. These are indicators that you are aligning with a deeper truth, an ancient destiny coming to life. Synchronicities, dreams, and intuitions are not merely interesting phenomena. They are tangible signs that you are in alignment with the unfolding prophecy. The inner experiences mirror the outer shifts, meaning that your ability to recognize the subtle signs around you will also illuminate the subtle shifts happening within you. This isn't just about the world, it's also about you. What signs have you noticed lately? Are you feeling things you can't quite explain? Are there unusual physical sensations, strange dreams, or a powerful sense that something profound is about to happen? These experiences are not imagined. They are evidence that the prophecy isn't an abstract idea, but a palpable reality that you are already in the midst of experiencing, and you're not the only one. Are you ready to finally make sense of it all? This prophecy is far deeper than what you might imagine, and what you've heard so far is just the surface. There are layers and twists that you haven't even imagined yet, each one revealing more about the true nature of what is occurring. This isn't a simple, good vs bad scenario. It's a complex and nuanced dance of energy, a symphony of cosmic power that you are invited to participate in, not just observe. What do you really know about this prophecy? The wisdom of the ancients is calling to you through this prophecy. There are lessons in the patterns of the past that are now directly relevant to the present moment, and by recognizing these patterns, you will unlock even more knowledge, accessing a deeper understanding of the forces at play. History is repeating itself, and you are a part of this cycle. How will you use these lessons to shape your actions? The fulfillment of this prophecy isn't an ending. It's a doorway to something new, a gateway to a reality that you cannot yet fully comprehend. The next videos will reveal more details, keys to understanding your role in this great unfolding, and providing you with a clear path to navigate this time of great change. The information that is to come will be critical for your journey. Are you ready to step into the next chapter of your life? The prophecy you are now witnessing is not simply a record of the past. It is a living blueprint, a dynamic energy field now being activated, and you're part of this process. For generations, it was preserved, passed down through secret teachings and hidden texts, with many levels of interpretation. The initial story seems to be about external events, but the deeper meaning speaks directly to your internal landscape, offering a mirror for your self-discovery, a way of seeing yourself more clearly. Think of the ancient Greek myths. At face value, they are stories about gods and heroes, but they are also maps of the human psyche, archetypes of behaviors, each one a different pathway for personal development. How will you use this prophecy as a map of your own life? This is more than just a set of cosmic events. This prophecy is a key to unlock your own personal potential and spiritual transformation. It's less about something that will happen to you and more about the potential that will become accessible through you. The thinning veil creates a unique opportunity to access dimensions within, where your inner world is no longer separated from the cosmic forces. The prophecy is an external event that will serve as a catalyst, but your response will determine the course of your journey, and you're the one in control. For example, if a massive storm comes, some people will hide in fear, while others will see it as an opportunity to test their resilience. How will you respond to the storms that are coming? The prophecy was intentionally timed for this specific moment, a nexus point where ancient wisdom and modern reality collide. The ancients understood that time is not linear. The past and the present are always influencing each other, and this 48-hour period is a culmination of the past, a moment where everything that has happened has brought you to this point, and every choice you make now will determine the future that you create. The ancient Mayans were deeply aware of these cycles of time, and their calendar was a way to track the subtle shifts in energy, knowing that the past shapes the present and the present shapes the future. Are you ready to use this knowledge to shape your own future? You are not merely a witness to this prophecy. Your unique energy and individual path will shape how it manifests. What you will experience is personal and unique, not a general cosmic event, but a reflection of your inner world. If 10 people are all watching a sunset, each person will experience a completely different emotional and intellectual journey, all based on their own experiences. Your individual reactions and perceptions are not random. They are key components of this prophecy. How will you use this awareness to your advantage? The next 48 hours are not a single block of time. They are a series of distinct phases, each with its own energetic focus, each designed to guide you through this transformation. The first 12 hours will be an initial energy surge. The next 12 hours will be for personal reckoning, followed by a 12-hour period of spiritual transformation, and ending with the final 12 hours of emergence into a new paradigm. This framework is a way to understand the cycles of change that are about to occur, like the 4 seasons that move through cycles of birth, growth, death, and rebirth. Are you ready to experience the cycles of change? The initial energy surge, which lasts for the first 12 hours, is an intense period of heightened emotions and amplified intuition. You might experience physical sensations, such as tingling or chills, emotional shifts, such as sudden mood swings or heightened sensitivity, or mental states, such as an increase in clarity or a strong connection to your inner voice. This initial phase is designed to shake up old patterns, like a tree being shaken by the wind, creating space for new growth and new potential. What will you do to make room for the new energies coming your way? The next 12 hours are a period of intense self-reflection, where you will directly encounter your shadow, and any unresolved issues will come to the surface. It's like a spiritual test, where all the parts of you that you have been avoiding are now in the spotlight, forcing you to confront them. You might see emotional patterns, limiting beliefs, or inner conflicts in a way that you have not before, with a direct invitation to see everything that is not aligned with your authentic self. This is not a punishment, it's an opportunity for growth, like a gardener pruning a plant to allow new branches to grow. How will you use this time to confront your inner shadows? The spiritual transformation phase, which lasts for hours 25 through 36, is where profound insights and energetic shifts will occur, leading to a new understanding of your life purpose. You might experience spiritual awakenings, heightened intuitive awareness, and a deeper sense of connection to the universe. This is the core of the prophecy, a journey that will take you from who you are now to who you are becoming, not just an event that happened in the past, but a process of conscious spiritual evolution, like a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis. Are you ready to fly? What you are experiencing right now is not random, and it's not an isolated experience. Your emotional and physical sensations are tangible signs that you are directly connected to this prophecy. Perhaps you are feeling heightened anxiety, unusual dreams, or a sense of being off balance. These are not mere coincidences. They are the effects of the energetic shifts occurring on a cosmic level, but they're also a direct message to you personally. The thinning veil is allowing more information to pass through from the spiritual dimensions, like static on the radio finally being cleared, and the messages are now clearer and more precise. How will you respond to these messages? This is like a spiritual mirror. Your inner world is reflecting the energetic shifts that are happening on the outside. The challenges, the triggers, and the emotional experiences are not random. They are a direct connection to the prophecy and are designed to help you see what needs your attention. If you find yourself being triggered by the same things, it's not because they are happening to you, but because they are showing you what still needs to be integrated within you. What unresolved issues are you facing today? You are not alone. These experiences are not isolated or random, but purposeful parts of a larger plan. Your individual experiences, your unique perspective, are all vital pieces of this puzzle, giving your feelings a deeper meaning and purpose. What you might perceive as obstacles are merely opportunities for greater self-understanding. Like a rock in the road is an opportunity to practice your patience. How will you use your personal challenges as opportunities for growth? There are very clear signs that can help you recognize your connection to this prophecy. Synchronicities, vivid dreams, heightened senses, and sudden shifts in your environment are not random events. They are a clear communication from the spiritual dimensions, like a compass that guides you on a specific journey. These signs are not only for awareness, they're a type of inner guidance that can give you access to an entirely new level of awareness. What signs are you beginning to see? The thinning veil between the worlds makes it easier for the unseen forces to communicate with you, including spiritual guides or entities that might have an important message for you. Perhaps you are having more vivid dreams, sudden insights, or a powerful sense of connection with something beyond the physical world. These aren't imaginary experiences. These are interactions with the spiritual dimensions, which are now much more accessible because of the energetic shifts predicted in the prophecy. Are you ready to experience the unseen dimensions? It's important to use your intuition to discern between positive and negative spiritual presences. If you are feeling safe and secure, the intentions are more likely to be positive, but if you feel threatened or anxious, the energy may not be supportive. You can use your feelings as a guide and make sure you set clear energetic boundaries. It's critical that you only connect with energies that you trust and feel safe with, like a child who knows when a stranger is not to be trusted. What tools will you use to navigate these energies? Your synchronicities, your dreams, and your intuitions are all direct messages from the spiritual realm, offering you validation and guidance. You might see repeated numbers, experience recurring themes, or see common symbols that are meant to be seen. These are not random events. They are intentional communications from a different dimension, like a letter written in a secret code that you are only now beginning to decipher. Are you ready to understand the secret messages? You are more than just a passive observer. You are an active participant in these spiritual dimensions, and your intentions and choices will directly influence what you experience. The unseen forces are responsive to your energy and your intent. The dimensions you are about to experience are as alive and real as the one you are living in now. This isn't a one-way interaction, it's a relationship that requires your conscious awareness and your active participation. Are you ready to engage with the spiritual realms? The prophecy may be unfolding, but you are never trapped by destiny. Your choices and intentions will shape your personal experience, like a river flowing, that while it may be predetermined where it flows, each turn, each bend, is still an individual choice. Every single moment, you have the power to navigate. You are a co-creator in this process, meaning that what you choose to believe and focus on is what will be manifested. How will you choose to navigate your unique experience of this prophecy? This is a call to step beyond merely reacting to the cosmic energies and to instead actively create your future. By making conscious choices, you are aligning yourself with your highest good and creating the life that is meant for you. What happens next is directly influenced by what you choose to focus on, like a sculptor who chooses the form of their next piece. What will you sculpt with the energy that is available to you? These 48 hours offer you the most unique opportunity to release old patterns, forgive past hurts, and align with your authentic self, which is the greatest way to influence your personal experience of the prophecy. It's not an unavoidable circumstance, it's a direct invitation to grow, like a wound being cleaned so it can heal properly. What actions will you take to ensure you are aligned? You have the power to control your experience. Choose to live from your heart, embrace your authenticity, and follow your truth. The concept of authenticity isn't abstract. It's simply about honoring your feelings and your inner guidance, like a compass always pointing north. Your personal power is found by relying on your own inner truth, and in the process, you are ensuring the best possible outcome of the entire prophecy. Are you ready to step into your personal power? To participate in these powerful energies, there are many simple techniques you can use, such as meditation, journaling, and intention setting. These are not complex practices. They are very simple tools that you can use to access your inner guidance, like a gardener using tools to tend their garden. The important thing is not perfection, it's the intention behind it. What small steps will you take to align with your purpose? Your story is important. I urge you to share your experiences in the comments. By creating a community, we remind ourselves that we are not alone on this journey, and you might be the exact person that someone needs to hear from. Your story is an important part of the overall narrative of this prophecy, and your experiences matter, each one adding a critical piece to the puzzle. What is the most important experience you have had so far? This is deeply personal, a cosmic message that is specifically for you. This is not an event that everyone will experience in the same way, and because you are receiving this information, you are among those who are ready for this transformation. Your unique experience is not only valid, but it's an essential part of the larger unfolding and is an important part of this overall narrative. Are you ready to claim your unique role in this grand unfolding? This is just the beginning of an epic journey. By subscribing, you are choosing to continue with a clear path of guidance and support, and remembering your own unique potential and purpose in this world. This journey is just beginning. Are you ready for the next chapter? The prophecy's roots reach far beyond the history you've been taught, buried deep within the collective memory of humankind. This isn't just one isolated event. It's a recurring cycle, echoing through the ages, seen in the myths and sacred texts of countless cultures. The ancient Sumerians, with their meticulous star charts, spoke of a time of great unveiling, when the heavens and the earth would align, mirroring a similar prophecy seen in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, detailing a period when the boundaries between the living and the dead would become blurred. Even the indigenous peoples of the Americas, through their oral traditions, spoke of a similar cosmic shift, a time of great change and transformation, all pointing to this precise window of time. What if all these diverse voices, from different cultures separated by time and space, are all speaking about the same event, the very event that you are now a part of? The consistency across such varied traditions is not just coincidence, it's a validation, a clear sign that what is happening now has been foretold for millennia, a pattern repeating itself, with you as the central point of it. This is not just about astronomy, it's a deeper spiritual truth, one that is now unfolding within your very life. Are you ready to acknowledge this powerful and universal truth? The prophecy is not merely about specific dates. It's about the veil, that thin boundary separating the physical world from the spiritual dimensions, and how that boundary thins during this time. In the ancient wisdom, it's understood that the veil is a type of energetic filter, normally keeping us separate from other realms, but at certain times, it becomes incredibly permeable, allowing a flood of energies to flow in both directions. Think of it as the Earth's magnetic field weakening, allowing more cosmic radiation to penetrate, but on a spiritual level, that radiation is information, intuition, and presence. You may find that your dreams are more vivid, your intuition is heightened, and you are more aware of the subtle energies around you. This is why the prophecy isn't just about cosmic events. It's about the opening of these portals and what will come through them, not just in the world, but within you. Have you begun to notice these changes in your life? The prophecy is happening both inside and out, and the thinning of the veil is a direct invitation to expand your awareness. It is crucial to understand that while this prophecy has been foretold, it is not a predetermined destiny. The exact way it unfolds is deeply influenced by your choices and by your intentions. The ancient concept of karma, for example, is a description of this dynamic relationship between cause and effect, demonstrating that while a broad path may be laid out, every step, every action, every intention determines how the path is experienced. Think of it like a river. Its overall course may be predetermined by the landscape, but the exact flow, the eddies, the currents, are all influenced by the environment, which you personally are. Similarly, the prophecy provides the overall framework, but you have the power to shape its course, and the precise nature of your experience. Do you understand the power you have in shaping your destiny? There are countless stories of prophecies that were altered, modified, or even completely avoided because of the choices people made. The ancient stories are not just records, they are instructions, and you have the chance to rewrite the script. This is not a passive journey, this is an active co-creation, and you're a major part of the process. This particular 48-hour period is further amplified by specific planetary alignments, creating a unique energetic signature, a perfect storm of transformation. The conjunction of Mars and Jupiter creates an expansive energy, like a cosmic surge of power, while the alignment of Venus and Neptune heightens spiritual awareness and intuition. These alignments are not random. They are like the keys that unlock the doors of destiny, providing access to higher frequencies of awareness and making it easier to step into your purpose. Think of it as a musical chord, where the different notes blend to create a unique sound. In this case, the planets blend their energies to create the perfect environment for change and transformation. The ancients understood that these planetary alignments were not simply astronomical events. They were spiritual markers, a celestial clock that reveals the cycles of time, and now you are present for a very important beat. Are you ready for the energetic symphony? These alignments amplify the prophecies, creating an unprecedented opportunity for spiritual growth, not just for you individually, but for all of humanity. Now, let's break down the specific energetic shifts within this 48-hour period, because this is not one block of time. It's a series of distinct phases, each with its own unique energetic signature. The initial surge, lasting for the first 12 hours, is a chaotic but powerful activation, like a dam breaking, releasing a torrent of energy that shakes everything to its core. This initial phase is designed to break down old patterns, and it may manifest as physical sensations, like sudden rushes of heat or chills, emotional fluctuations, like intense bursts of joy or anger, and even a sense of disorientation or being overwhelmed. It's as though the very fabric of your reality is being stretched, preparing you for what's to come. If you've ever felt a sudden burst of energy followed by an immediate crash, that's an example of what this first phase might feel like, amplified exponentially. The key is not to resist, but to allow the energy to flow through you like a wave washing away the old, preparing the ground for new growth. This is not a comfortable process, but a necessary one that is specifically designed to prepare you for the next step in this spiritual journey. Are you ready to let go? The subsequent 12 hours, from hours 13 through 24, mark a phase of intense personal reckoning, where you will be asked to confront your inner shadows and unresolved traumas. This phase is like a deep dive into your subconscious, revealing all that has been hidden, all that has been avoided, all that is out of alignment with your authentic self. This might manifest as heightened anxiety, a sense of unease, a feeling of being triggered by old patterns, or even a sudden need for solitude and introspection, as you find yourself drawn to examine and understand your past. If you have ever experienced intense self-reflection during a period of crisis, you have had a small taste of what this phase may feel like, but now on a much larger scale. What limiting beliefs will you uncover? This is not a punishment, it's an invitation to see what is truly there, to accept it, to heal it, and to move forward. This phase is designed to reveal your greatest strengths and your deepest wounds, all in service to your transformation. Are you ready to face your own truths? The next 12 hours, from 25 to 36, bring a profound shift, a spiritual transformation, where the heavy energies begin to lift, like the sun breaking through the clouds after a long storm, bringing with it clarity, inspiration, and a deeper understanding of your path. You might find yourself experiencing synchronicities, where seemingly random events align with perfect precision, as if the universe is providing confirmation, along with a heightened sense of intuition, guiding you toward your true purpose. You might feel bursts of creative energy, new ideas, or a deep sense of connection with the universe. It's like finally understanding a long-forgotten language, and the messages are now becoming clear. This phase isn't about seeking enlightenment, it's about experiencing it, letting it permeate your being, and becoming it. How will you respond to the wisdom being offered? The keys you seek are now appearing before you. The final 12 hours, from 37 to 48, represent an emergence into a new paradigm, where the energies begin to stabilize, grounding and integrating the changes, like a tree finally taking root after being transplanted. A feeling of peace, empowerment, and a deep sense of knowing, of understanding that is not only intellectual, but also experiential. You might find that you have a clearer sense of your direction and your purpose, and that your interactions with the world around you are more aligned and more intentional. It is as if you are finally stepping into the role that you were always meant to play, with more clarity and confidence than ever before. If you've ever felt a sense of calm and centeredness after a long journey, that is a glimpse of what this phase will feel like: a sense of peace, a sense of purpose, a sense of self. What new paths will you now be drawn to? This is not the end of your journey, but a powerful beginning to a new chapter. The integration process is critical, and now it is time to step into the world as your fully empowered self. To navigate these powerful and shifting energies, there are many practical techniques you can use, simple tools that can provide balance. Meditation, for example, is a powerful way to center yourself, connecting you to the stillness within and allowing you to witness the energetic shifts without being overwhelmed by them. Grounding exercises, like walking barefoot on the earth, can help you connect with the planet's energy, anchoring you in the present moment and providing stability during moments of chaos. Mindful movement, like yoga or Tai Chi, can help you move the energy through your body and release any blockages, maintaining flow. These are not just techniques, they are pathways, and each one is specifically designed for certain kinds of energy. What methods will you use to find your center? The key is not to master the practice, but to simply engage with the process. These methods help you adapt to the specific energy of each phase, not just as a passive witness, but as an active participant. Remember, as the veil thins, both positive and negative unseen forces become more accessible, which means it's more important than ever to practice energetic protection and to cultivate discernment. Just as you wouldn't open your door to anyone, you shouldn't open your energy to just anything, and not all energies have your best interests at heart. If an energy feels loving, supportive, and uplifting, that is likely an energy that you can trust. But if it feels draining, confusing, or threatening, it's essential to set clear energetic boundaries and to disconnect from it. What signs will you be looking for? You might encounter various spiritual presences, like guides, angels, or even entities that are not as benevolent, and it's critical to use your intuition as a guide and to prioritize your own well-being. Your intuition is your spiritual compass, and it will never lead you astray. It's important to use your heightened intuition as your primary tool, your inner guidance, to discern which spiritual forces are aligned with your highest good. If a presence feels loving and supportive, it's likely to be an energy you can trust, and one that is here to support you on your journey. If a presence feels draining or confusing, it's essential to create boundaries and to disconnect, knowing that your safety and well-being are always your first priority. Consider this: a positive interaction might leave you feeling uplifted, inspired, and energized, whereas a negative interaction might leave you feeling drained, confused, or afraid. Learn to trust your feelings. They are your most powerful ally. What will be your method for discernment? Remember that your feelings are your inner guidance, and they will help you navigate the spiritual dimensions with confidence and clarity. The key is to be aware, intentional, and trusting of yourself. You have a unique ability to engage with these energies, and you are not simply a passive observer. You are a co-creator, and your focus, your intentions, and your choices directly influence your experience of the prophecy. By journaling, you can process your emotions and capture your insights. Through breathwork, you can help to regulate your nervous system and to move energy through the body. And with visualization, you can actively shape your reality and bring the energies into form. These are not just practices, they're active tools for transformation, and each one provides you with a unique way to interact with these energies, not just as a witness, but as an active participant. How will you use these tools to amplify and to integrate the cosmic energies? The most important thing is to engage with them, to explore them, and to discover what works best for you. This is not a one-size-fits-all process, it's a deeply personal journey, and you're in charge. Your power of choice is the most important element in this entire process, and the prophecy unfolds in direct relationship with your specific intentions. If you believe that you are powerless, you will manifest that reality, but if you choose to believe in your own power, you will step into a completely new level of awareness. Your intentions are like seeds, and what you choose to plant is what you will harvest. What intentions will you be setting in the next 48 hours? You are not simply carried along by fate. You are the conscious creator of your personal experience. Every choice is an energetic alignment, and you are shaping your future through your thoughts, your feelings, and your intentions. This is a co-creation process, and you play a vital role in the final result. Your internal landscape is the key. Intention setting is how you will consciously shape your experience, particularly during this intense 48-hour period. Start by getting very clear about what you want to experience and how you want to feel. Perhaps it is inner peace, clarity, or a deeper connection with your intuition. Once you have chosen an intention, write it down and repeat it to yourself, and feel it with every cell in your body, knowing it is already happening. Think of your intentions as a type of energetic compass, guiding you towards the highest possible outcome and shaping your personal experience of the prophecy. How will you consciously direct the flow of energy? This is a tangible way to interact, not just passively, but actively, with the cosmic forces and directing them towards your most positive outcomes. Remember, your energy is powerful and you are in control. Your personal beliefs and your emotional states have a direct impact on how the prophecy unfolds and how it manifests in your life. If you're carrying a lot of self-doubt or fear, it will block your ability to receive and integrate these new energies. But if you are approaching the process with faith and open-mindedness, you will create the space for transformation and growth. This is why your inner work, your personal growth, is so essential, and it is a necessary component to ensure that the energies support you rather than overwhelm you. What inner landscape are you now cultivating? The energy is like a mirror, reflecting back what you are putting into it, so choose to focus on what you want to see reflected back to you. This is why self-care is essential, and why your personal work is important, because it sets the stage for your experience of the prophecy. Align your intentions with the highest good, knowing that this isn't just about your personal growth, but about the collective journey and the evolution of consciousness. By focusing on love, compassion, and healing, you are creating the positive outcome, not just for yourself, but for all of humanity. This idea of co-creation is more than a spiritual concept. It's a very real description of how your choices ripple outwards, shaping the reality around you. What will be the impact you choose to have? Your personal transformation is a vital part of the overall picture, and your positive intention will play a crucial role in the positive manifestation of this entire prophecy. You are not just an individual, you are an integral part of the whole, and your journey is connected to the evolution of all things. The entire purpose of this 48-hour experience is to support your personal transformation, a shift into a new paradigm, both for you as an individual, but also for the collective whole. The prophecy is not designed as a singular event. It's a catalyst for continuous growth, an invitation to evolve and become more of who you truly are. This is not just about witnessing the cosmic events. It's about actively participating in your own awakening. Are you ready to step into this new version of yourself? The 48-hour window is a powerful initiation, but it's only the beginning. The goal is to move beyond the limitations of the past and into a future that is aligned with the highest vision of your soul. This is about becoming more aware, more connected, and more empowered than ever before. The integration of these new energies will change the way you experience everything, shifting your perception and allowing you to see the world through a new lens, one that is more compassionate, more understanding, and more aligned with truth. Living in this new alignment will become your new default setting, with more joy, more purpose, and more fulfillment than ever before. Think of it like upgrading your operating system, and the new version is much more efficient, more powerful, and better equipped to handle the challenges of life. This is not a temporary fix. It's a complete shift into a new way of being and a new way of experiencing the world. Are you ready for this fundamental shift? The journey has just begun, and there is so much more to explore. Remember that this 48-hour period is only one step in a much larger, more continuous journey of growth, and the new paradigm requires constant evolution, a continuous expansion of awareness. The journey of awakening is not a destination. It's a process that requires constant awareness, intention, and willingness to step beyond your limitations. What will you commit to as you move forward? The energies of this period will be with you, but it's essential that you maintain the work and effort that is required. Your commitment to this path is essential, and it is a necessary component for a journey of continuous growth and evolution. The next step is critical, and it's all about integration. You have 24 hours to fully process, integrate, and understand all that you have experienced. Use this next 24-hour period to journal, to meditate, to connect with nature, and to continue to be aware of the subtle energies and the guidance they offer. And in the next video, we will explore what happens next, the specific steps you must take to fully step into this new reality, and how to access the energies that will guide you forward. This is only the first step. Are you ready for what comes next? The prophecy isn't some abstract event unfolding in the heavens. It's a mirror reflecting the deepest corners of your own inner landscape. What you're experiencing right now, the shifts in your emotions, the sudden insights, the strange coincidences, they're not random. They're deeply personal interactions with an ancient pattern coming to life. Think of it like a cosmic fingerprint, where the same energetic surge will trigger a unique set of reactions in each person, depending on their current challenges, their deepest fears, and their most cherished dreams. One person might feel a surge of creative energy, while another feels an overwhelming sense of grief, yet both are experiencing the same underlying cosmic shift. The ancient wisdom keepers knew this, that the outer world was a reflection of the inner world, and that the prophecies were not just about global events, but also about individual journeys, the way each person uniquely interacts with the universal truths. Did you know that in some ancient cultures, participation with these kinds of events was very different than our modern experience? They actively engaged with the energies as a way to consciously shape their reality, whereas we tend to mostly observe. This prophecy, like the human experience, is ultimately an individual journey, and it is designed to reveal aspects of yourself that have been waiting to be seen. Are you ready to take a deep look? This prophecy is designed to accelerate your personal growth, to push you beyond your comfort zone, and to reveal hidden aspects of yourself that have been dormant. It will bring to light your unique gifts, the talents you may have overlooked, and the spiritual abilities that you may have never known you possessed. It's like a cosmic spotlight illuminating your potential, creating an opportunity for you to step into a higher version of yourself. The prophecy is acting as a kind of amplifier, intensifying what was already there, highlighting your strengths and vulnerabilities, not to punish you, but to guide you, to push you beyond your limitations. You may be experiencing intense waves of emotion, from overwhelming joy to deep-seated fear. You may feel a sense of confusion, or moments of sudden clarity as the veil thins, allowing your shadows to come to the surface. It's like a pressure cooker, accelerating the process of personal evolution, forcing you to deal with old patterns and unresolved traumas. This may feel uncomfortable, even overwhelming, but it's vital to understand that this is a very important and necessary process, the necessary friction for personal transformation. What dormant gifts are now being revealed? The prophecy is also designed to act as a catalyst for change, to show you what areas of your life are out of alignment with your authentic self. It's like a cosmic compass, recalibrating your internal systems, guiding you back to your true path, revealing the relationships, jobs, and life decisions that are no longer serving your highest good. Perhaps you find yourself questioning your career choices, feeling a need to move on from relationships that are draining your energy, or sensing the need to make major life changes. These aren't random events. They're the direct effects of the prophecy, a cosmic push to help you let go of what no longer serves you and embrace what aligns with your soul. These challenges are not meant to break you, but to reveal your inner strength and to show you your capacity for change. This is a journey of self-discovery, and all these things are now being illuminated, and what might be difficult to accept now is going to reveal your future path. Do you understand how the challenges are also the pathway? Your current experiences are designed to show you exactly what you need at this moment. And here's the crucial piece. Your individual reactions to the prophecy are your unique map, a personal guide for your spiritual path. The way you respond to the energetic shifts, the thoughts that arise, and the emotions that surface are all clues to your inner landscape and are showing you what needs your attention and what is supporting you. Observe these responses without judgment and without trying to change them, because they are powerful tools for self-discovery. Perhaps you notice that when you are feeling overwhelmed, you tend to withdraw from the world, or that when you are feeling challenged, you tend to become defensive. These are not random reactions, they are patterns, and they hold profound wisdom. What do your triggers reveal about you? What do your coping mechanisms show? For example, if you tend to feel angry when you feel powerless, that is showing an underlying wound, and that will now be magnified by the energy of this prophecy. The key is to understand how your past is being mirrored back to you. Your reactions are not just a response to the prophecy, they are an invitation to delve deeper into your inner world. Now, let's talk about how to actively engage with these energies over the next 48 hours. Because this isn't about passively watching events unfold, but actively participating in your own transformation. Each of these hours holds a unique energetic signature, a specific type of energy that requires a different approach, a different method, and there are practices you can use to support and direct that energy. These aren't rigid rules, but flexible guidelines, adaptable to your own unique situation, your skill, your time constraints, and the energy that you are experiencing. The goal is not to be perfect, but to be present and to be intentional, and each practice is designed to support you in that process. How will you use your intention to guide your choices? The 48-hour countdown is a constant reminder that time is of the essence, but this doesn't mean you need to be in a rush, but that you must be very present with what you are experiencing and what you are choosing. For the initial energy surge, the first 12 hours, your goal is to ground yourself, to center your energy, and to manage the intense emotional shifts. You might try mindful breathing exercises, where you focus on your breath, anchoring yourself in the present moment, or body-based meditations that connect you with your physical sensations, helping to move any blocked energy, or even simple movements like walking in nature or gentle stretches to ground you to the earth. These are not just exercises. They are ways to consciously direct the powerful energetic surge. Remember, this is not about controlling the energy, but about directing it, moving it with awareness and intention. Perhaps you find the initial surge overwhelming, like a sudden wave. These practices will help you to stay steady and to respond instead of simply reacting. What will be your method of staying present? These simple practices will give you a way to move through the initial chaos and to consciously direct the flow of energy instead of letting it carry you away. During the next phase, the personal reckoning, hours 13-24, your intention is to consciously navigate the more challenging emotional aspects of this period. You might try journaling to process your thoughts and emotions, gaining clarity on patterns and capturing any insights. Perhaps you will use specific shadow work techniques to help you uncover and integrate your hidden or suppressed aspects of self, embracing the fullness of who you are. You might also practice emotional processing exercises that will help you to release any old traumas or limiting beliefs, allowing them to simply move through your body. These practices are not a way to avoid your shadow. They are a way to explore, to embrace, to heal, and to move forward with greater clarity and awareness. Perhaps you discover a limiting belief that you didn't know you held, like the belief that you are not good enough. These practices can be your guide to release it and to move forward with more self-love and compassion. How will you create space for your truth? For the spiritual transformation, hours 25-36 phase, the focus shifts to activating your intuition, receiving spiritual guidance, and connecting with your higher self. This is when intention-setting practices become powerful tools. You might want to create specific visualizations to see a future that is aligned with your soul's purpose, or you may engage in practices to help you receive clear guidance from your inner wisdom. It's not about seeking answers outside of yourself, but about opening the channel to your own divine knowing. The goal is to consciously step into a new level of awareness and to use your spiritual connection to guide your path. The key is to get very clear about your intentions. What do you want to create, and who do you want to be? You might visualize a specific scenario that will support you in moving forward with clarity and confidence, allowing that to be your focus. What kind of intention will you be setting? And finally, during the last phase, the emergence into a new paradigm, hours 37-48, the focus shifts to integration and anchoring the changes in your everyday life. This might be through gratitude practices, where you focus on what you appreciate as a way to solidify your intentions, or mindful contemplation, where you consciously observe and integrate the lessons that you've learned. You might also do specific integration exercises to fully anchor the new energies in your body, mind, and spirit, setting a new foundation for your journey. This isn't about reaching the destination. It's about consciously preparing to walk the new path. The key is to take the time for reflection, to consciously anchor the new energies into your life. Perhaps you will feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude for all that has unfolded. You may use this period of reflection as a way to create a bridge to the next phase. What will your new foundation look like? As the veil thins, be aware that it becomes easier to interact with unseen forces, and not all of those interactions will be benevolent. It's not unlike walking through a forest. You need to be aware of your surroundings and know which pathways to take and which to avoid. You must develop your ability to discern, to know which energies to engage with and which ones to protect yourself from. Perhaps you suddenly feel a presence in the room or an overwhelming feeling of dread for no reason. That could be a sign that there are other energies present. What will your signs be? This is not something to be fearful about, but to understand that there are forces that are outside of your normal perception, and it is important to be aware of them. The ancient cultures honored the unseen realms with respect, intention, and discernment, and you must do the same. Your intuition, your emotional responses, your sense of inner peace are the best guides you have in discerning the energies around you. A benevolent presence will feel loving, supportive, and uplifting, leaving you feeling energized, inspired, and at peace. A malevolent presence, on the other hand, might feel draining, confusing, or even threatening, leaving you feeling uneasy, anxious, or afraid. It's as though your inner compass is guiding you, showing you which direction to go and which to avoid. You may sense a subtle shift in your energy, that is your intuition guiding you, or you may feel a surge of intense emotion, that is your emotional guidance. What will be your compass? The key is to listen to the subtle signs and not to give your power away, always remembering that you have divine protection. Intuition isn't just a feeling, it's a powerful tool, an inner guidance system that can be developed and trusted through practice. The more you engage with this inner knowing, the stronger it will become. Perhaps you start with meditation to calm the mind, opening the pathways for greater clarity. You might find that journaling helps you to understand the deeper meanings of your inner knowing, and spending time in nature will connect you more deeply with your own unique wisdom. Each practice becomes a way to hone your ability to listen to that inner voice, the voice of your own soul. What inner guidance will you be listening to? Intuition is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes, and the more clearly you will hear its voice. You have the power to set clear energetic boundaries, to create a protective shield, and to connect with benevolent guides who can assist you on your journey. Perhaps you will visualize a golden light surrounding you, creating a protective barrier, or you may call on your guides, angels, or spiritual helpers to assist you and to protect you on your path. This is not about being fearful, but about being empowered. Your intentions, your beliefs, and your actions all contribute to the energetic field around you. You can choose to fill that field with love and light. What protection will you choose? You are not at the mercy of unseen forces. You have the power to protect yourself, and your intuition will always guide you. Remember, you are not a passive observer in this process. You are an active co-creator, and your choices, your intentions, and your focus will directly impact the way the prophecy manifests in your life. It's as if you are on a ship at sea, with the prophecy acting as the current. You have the ability to choose the direction you want to travel. The ancient wisdom keepers understood this, and they often spoke about the way people created their future with the power of their choices. You are the captain of your ship. You are the one choosing the course. You are the one who will make the difference. What will be the impact of your choices? The choices you make now have a tangible impact on your experience, and they shape the way the prophecy will unfold in your life. Intention setting is a powerful way to shape your experience of the prophecy and to create a reality that is aligned with your highest good. Get clear about your desired outcome and the specific feelings you want to experience. How do you want to feel? What do you want to create? Once you've set your intentions, write them down, speak them out loud, and feel them with every cell in your body. Your intentions are the seeds that will grow into your future. Perhaps your intention is for peace, for clarity, for healing, or for growth. Your intentions will set the tone and will guide your path over the next 48 hours. How will you direct the flow of energy? This practice isn't about forcing an outcome. It's about creating an alignment, a focus that directs the energy and shapes your reality. The key is to consciously align your intentions with the unique energies of each phase of the 48 hours, to amplify their positive impact and to direct their flow. For the initial energy surge, your intention might be to remain grounded and centered, allowing the energy to flow through you without resistance. For the personal reckoning, your intention might be to release old patterns and embrace self-compassion, and to find the lessons within the challenges. For the spiritual transformation, it may be to open yourself to receiving guidance and to connect more deeply with your higher self. And finally, during the emergence into the new paradigm, your intention may be to fully integrate all the changes and to create a solid foundation for what is yet to come. What specific intentions will you be creating? There is not one right way to intend. The key is to adapt it to your experience and to be open to change as needed. Remember that you always have a choice in every moment, and each decision that you make will either amplify or diminish your experience of the prophecy. If you choose fear, you will manifest fear. If you choose love, you will manifest love. The current energies are there to support you, and those that are aligned with your true path are the most supported, and those that are misaligned are challenged to change. Your choices are the key to navigating this experience. What small choices can you make today to create a positive outcome? Perhaps you choose to speak kindly to yourself, or you choose to move your body in a way that feels good, or you choose to connect with people who uplift your spirit. These small choices create a foundation for all that is yet to come. The entire 48-hour experience is designed to facilitate a profound personal transformation, to help you step into your true potential, and to create a new paradigm of being that is based on your choices, not just your destiny. Your transformation is not just about your personal growth, It is also about the positive evolution of the collective consciousness, and it is connected to a much larger journey that stretches far beyond your individual path. It's as though you are a single drop of water, becoming part of a much larger ocean. Your actions will impact not just yourself, but everyone around you, and what you have done in the last 48 hours will change everything. What new future are you now creating? Your personal journey has a much larger purpose, and it is a necessary component of the whole. The new reality that is emerging will be more empowering, more connected, and more aligned with your true purpose and spiritual path. You will experience the world with greater joy, with more clarity, with more purpose, and your relationships, career, and your overall sense of fulfillment will all reflect this new way of being. Think of it like upgrading your operating system, a new, more efficient way of being, with more capacity and greater clarity. The way you experience the world will shift, allowing you to see the world through a lens of love and compassion. What new possibilities will this reveal? Your personal transformation is the key to the new world, and this is only the beginning. What happens after the 48 hours depends on how well you have integrated and worked with the energies, and although it is a huge milestone in your journey, it is still only the beginning, and it will require continuous growth and a constant expansion of awareness. The journey of awakening is not a destination. It's a path, and what you have learned, what you have embodied, needs to be maintained and amplified as you move forward. The new paradigm requires that you remain present, that you remain intentional, and that you are constantly listening to the guidance of your intuition. How will you maintain the progress that you have made? You are not the same person that you were before the prophecy began, and this is a journey that you must embrace and nurture, and that requires your ongoing effort and commitment. You are on a profound spiritual journey. You are capable of navigating the transformation that is underway, and you are not alone on this path. The next phase will bring new challenges, but it will also bring greater strength and more opportunities for growth, and there is still so much more to explore and discover. In our next video, we will explore the integration process, the specific steps you must take to fully step into this new reality, and how to access the energies that will continue to guide you forward, so don't miss the next part of our journey. This prophecy you're navigating isn't simply a dusty scroll of ancient predictions. It's a living, breathing entity, constantly adapting to the unique contours of your individual experience. It's acting as a mirror, reflecting the hidden landscapes of your soul, amplifying your strengths, and exposing your vulnerabilities, and it's not the same for anyone else. What you're feeling, the emotions that surge, the insights that flash, the challenges that arise, these aren't random cosmic occurrences. They are specific to you, reflecting your current state, your deepest fears, and your highest aspirations. What may feel like chaos to one person might feel like a homecoming to another, and both are valid, both are necessary, and both are part of the same unfolding prophecy. What you experience during these 48 hours will be deeply personal, like a unique interpretation of a universal theme, and the way you navigate this will be entirely your responsibility. The ancients, in their interactions with prophecy, did not simply observe. They actively engaged with it, knowing they were co-creators of the unfolding reality, not passive recipients of preordained destiny, which is how we must relate to it now. Are you observing, or are you co-creating? This ancient wisdom is being offered to you now. The fulfillment of this prophecy is not a sudden, isolated event, but the culmination of countless cycles, the alignment of multiple energetic timelines, all converging on this single point, right now. You're not just experiencing a random cosmic event. You're standing at the precipice of a moment that has been building for lifetimes, your karmic journey coming to a head, an apex of personal and universal transformation. Think of a wave that starts as a ripple in the deepest ocean, slowly gaining momentum, building in power, until it finally crashes on the shore in a moment of pure release. That is what is happening in this moment. Just as the past ripples impact the present wave, so too are your past cycles connected to this current moment. This isn't simply a cosmic event happening to you, it's happening through you, in your unique way, in alignment with your specific path, as your individual experience is woven into a larger universal tapestry. And what does that tapestry say about you? Your role is more powerful than you can imagine, and the events of these 48 hours are designed to show you exactly that. The challenges you face during these 48 hours are not random obstacles thrown into your path. They are specific tests designed to prepare you for the next level of your spiritual journey, the necessary friction that polishes a diamond. It's like a forge, where you're being tempered by fire, shaped by the hammer blows of transformation, made stronger through the pressure. What may feel difficult, even overwhelming, is actually a catalyst for growth, designed to increase your spiritual strength, expand your awareness, and accelerate your evolution. How the inner challenge will manifest will depend on your unique path, but it will be a mirror of your internal state, of your unaddressed wounds, of your suppressed emotions, and that is not something to be feared, but embraced, as they are all part of your journey and a necessary part of your growth. The outer world is a direct reflection of what's happening within your inner world, and you're seeing it all play out in these next 48 hours. How will you respond to the reflection? Your emotions, your beliefs, your inner state, these are all the key elements that will directly influence how this prophecy unfolds in your life. It's as if your inner world is the stage on which this cosmic drama is being played out, where your thoughts, your feelings, and your choices act as both the script and the actors. Fear, doubt, resistance, these can create more challenging experiences, as they act as a kind of energetic brake, slowing down the flow and creating more friction. Positive expectations, faith, love, these create more positive outcomes, as they are the fuel that moves the process forward. Your perspective is the key, your choices are the direction, your energy is the power, and the thinning veil is allowing you to engage with the creative power of your intention more directly than ever before. How will you use your free will to direct your experience? Remember, you are the co-creator of this experience. Now, let's break down the 48-hour timeline, understanding that each phase carries a unique energetic signature, a specific frequency, a specific purpose within this larger process of transformation, and each one requires a different approach. It's like a musical composition, where each note, each chord, serves a purpose within the overall harmony, with each section building on the other, creating a complete whole. The initial energy surge is a different frequency than the spiritual transformation, and they are both necessary parts of the journey. It is not just a matter of time, it's also a matter of intention, and each phase must be navigated with clarity, awareness, and focus in order for the next to begin. You wouldn't attempt to play a slow, quiet passage with the energy of a high-tempo section, so too must you adjust to the different energetic signatures within these 48 hours. How will you adapt to the changing frequencies? Each phase is a necessary step on the path, and each has its own unique lesson to offer. The first phase, the initial energy surge, hours 12, is an intense, chaotic energy designed to shake up old patterns, to break down old ways of being, and to create space for something new. You might experience physical sensations such as dizziness, tingling, rapid heartbeats, or an overall sense of unease, like a ship being tossed in a storm. Your emotions may be volatile, fluctuating from intense joy to deep sorrow, your intuition heightened, and your senses keenly aware. This is not the time to resist, but to accept, to ground, to center, and to allow. Remaining centered, grounded, and present will help you navigate through the intensity and to accept the changes that are occurring. It is like the moment before a rocket takes off. There is a huge surge of power, and it must be directed with intention. How will you manage the initial surge of energy? This phase, like a strong wind, is meant to clear out the old and make way for the new. The next phase, the personal reckoning, hours 13-24, is a time for deep introspection, for shadow integration, and for confrontation with your unresolved issues. It's like stepping into a mirror, seeing the parts of yourself that you've been avoiding, the wounds that you've been trying to ignore, the patterns that you've been pretending weren't there, and this is the time to face them. Your shadows might surface through your relationships, your work, your health, revealing patterns that are no longer serving you. The intention of this phase isn't to judge or to criticize, but to bring clarity, to shed light on what is hidden, to allow for healing and growth. Self-compassion is essential during this process, recognizing that this is a necessary step in your personal transformation. Like a gardener, you must tend to the weeds in your garden in order to allow the flowers to bloom, and your shadows are like the weeds that must be addressed. What patterns are being revealed? Pay attention to the clues that surface through your emotions. They are showing you exactly where to focus. The next phase, the spiritual transformation, hours 25-36, brings profound spiritual insights, deep healing, and a powerful alignment with your true self, a feeling of wholeness that is beyond anything you have experienced before. This is a completely different experience than the previous two phases. You may experience heightened intuition, a sense of inner peace, and a deeper connection to your life's purpose as your spiritual gifts awaken and your unique talents are activated, bringing sudden and unexpected shifts of awareness. This is a pivotal turning point, marking a clear shift in how you will experience the world, a moment of profound change and transformation. The ancient wisdom keepers knew of this specific turning point, the moment of alignment, the moment of integration. Have you felt this shift in awareness? This is the moment when everything starts to come together and you begin to see the bigger picture. And finally, during the emergence into the new paradigm, hours 37-48, the focus shifts to integration, stabilization, and preparation for the new reality, where all that you've experienced is woven into your being. This is when the energy settles, when the dust settles, and when you start to step into the new paradigm with a sense of clarity, empowerment, and deep connection to your true path. It's as though you're arriving on a new shore, ready to set up your new life, and you are now feeling a deep sense of knowing and purpose. This is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of the next, a new adventure with a new map and a new set of rules, and it is all designed to bring you more fully into alignment with your true path. How will you use this clarity to prepare for your new path? This phase is the seed of the new future, and it is your responsibility to nurture it. To navigate these energetic shifts, you must have specific practices tailored to each of the 48-hour phases, practices that will allow you to connect with and direct these energies. These practices need to be adaptable, simple, and flexible, easily integrated into your daily life, regardless of your experience, time constraints, or any limitations you might have. Intention is key. Even a few minutes of focused practice can have a transformative effect, and you need to approach them with presence, awareness, and focus, and they are all designed to support your specific needs in the present moment. How will you adapt these to your unique situation? Each action should be a conscious choice, and that will directly influence the outcome. During the initial energy surge, hours 12, your practices should be focused on grounding techniques, breathwork exercises, and simple movement, things that will help you manage the intensity of the energy and keep you centered. For example, you might focus on deep, conscious breathing, imagining that each breath anchors you to the earth, and that each exhale releases any tension, any anxiety, or any fear. Or you might try gentle movement, like a walk in nature, stretching, or dancing, that helps you move the energy through your body. It's not about fighting the energy, but about finding ways to harmonize with it. These practices will help you stay present, manage the intensity, and consciously direct the flow of energy. How will you use your breath to center yourself? What form of movement will you choose? Even a few minutes of focused practice can make a significant difference. For the personal reckoning phase, hours 13-24, your practices need to be focused on self-reflection and emotional processing. Journaling prompts can be a powerful tool, allowing you to explore your shadows and understand your hidden patterns. You might ask yourself questions like, what am I afraid to face? What emotions am I suppressing? What patterns am I repeating? You might also practice mindful self-compassion exercises, allowing yourself to feel your emotions without judgment, and creating a space of loving acceptance for all parts of yourself. You can practice emotional release techniques, visualizing any stuck or blocked energy, leaving your body, freeing you up to feel more peace and love. This is a time to explore and embrace the totality of your being. How will you honor the truth of your experience? This is not about bypassing pain, but about moving through it with awareness and compassion. During the spiritual transformation phase, hours 25-36, practices will be focused on intention setting, visualization, and connecting with your spiritual guidance. You might create specific intentions aligned with your highest good, clarifying what you want to create, what you want to experience, and what you want to embody, and you might try visualization techniques, imagining your desired future, feeling the emotions that come with it, and aligning your energy with your highest potential. You can also connect with your spiritual guidance through meditation, prayer, or contemplation, receiving the messages that are meant for you. This phase is designed to amplify your intentions and your connection to the divine. How will you create space to receive guidance? This is a time to open to your full potential. And finally, for the emergence into the new paradigm, hours 37-48, your practices need to focus on integration and anchoring your new reality. You can practice gratitude, writing down everything that you are grateful for, solidifying the energy of positivity, and you can try integration techniques, bringing the new energies into your everyday life and consciously anchoring your new state of being. This is when you create a clear vision for your future, connecting your intentions with a plan and stepping into the new path with clarity and purpose. How will you create a strong foundation for your new beginning? This is the time for reflection, for integration, and for conscious planning. During this entire process, especially during the thinning of the veil, you will become more aware of unseen forces, of energies that are not normally visible, and you must understand that not all of these forces are benevolent, and you must be able to discern what you are engaging with. The thinning veil allows for connections to different realms, and it is essential to know how to navigate these interactions, what to embrace and what to avoid. This is not about fear, it's about responsibility, about making conscious choices about your energy and about what you invite into your space. The ancients understood the veil, and they understood how to honor and engage with the forces that lay beyond. How will you honor your relationship to the unseen? This understanding will give you power, and your choices will shape the outcome. Your intuition, your emotional responses, your sense of inner peace, these are your greatest guides in discerning the energies around you. A benevolent presence will feel loving, supportive, uplifting, energizing, inspiring, and peaceful, leaving you with a sense of well-being. Malevolent forces will feel draining, confusing, threatening, uneasy, anxious, and fearful, and these are your greatest clues about what to approach and what to avoid. Your intuition acts like an internal compass, showing you which way to go, guiding your choices, and it is important to listen to the subtle signs. How will you learn to trust your inner knowing? The more you listen, the clearer your inner guidance will become. To protect yourself, you must learn to set energetic boundaries, to create a protective shield, and to connect with benevolent forces that will support you. This is more than just a metaphor. It is a real energetic practice that you can engage with, and that will create a tangible shift in your personal experience. You can create a personal energy field, imagining a protective barrier of light surrounding you, like a shield, or you can connect with benevolent guides, angels, or spiritual helpers, requesting their assistance and their protection on your path. You have more power than you realize, you are not helpless, and the tools for protection are already within you. What shield will you create? Remember, you are the master of your experience, and these protections will help you on your path. Your personal power is your greatest protection. You are not a victim of these circumstances, you are the creator of your reality, and you have the power to make conscious choices that will shape your experience. This process is designed to empower you, and your free will is the most important component of all. It's as if you are standing at a crossroads and you have the power to choose your path, and the forces around you are there to support your choices, not to dictate your destiny. How will you step into your power? You are not helpless, and you have the tools to make powerful choices and to create your future with intention and with awareness. The ancients always honored the human connection to the divine, the spark of the Creator within each of us. You must understand that your personal choices and intentions have a direct impact on how this prophecy manifests in your life, and that this is a continual process, not a one-time event. You are a co-creator in this unfolding, and you have more power than you can imagine. Choosing fear creates more fear, and choosing love creates more love, and you have the power to make that choice in every single moment. Your choices, your intentions, your focus, these are the tools that will help you shape your experience. How will you use your power of choice to create your reality? Each choice you make is a step forward in creating the new paradigm. To step into this new paradigm, you must make choices that align with your highest good, with your authentic self, and you must act with purpose and intention in ways that support both your personal growth and the well-being of others. This is more than just a personal shift, it's a collective awakening, and your choices directly influence the greater good. These shifts will require releasing old patterns, outdated beliefs, and limitations that are holding you back. This new paradigm requires a new level of authenticity, a new level of compassion, and it demands that you step into your personal power. What will you release to step into the new reality? Your choices are the seeds of the future. This 48-hour journey is a profound opportunity for transformation, and you are now consciously creating your new reality with awareness, with intention, and with full alignment with your true self. You are on a powerful journey, you are capable of navigating this, and you are not alone on this path. Your experience is a unique expression of a universal pattern, and your choices will make a huge difference in the overall picture. The next video will build on all of this, and we will explore how to integrate these experiences and how to navigate the new reality, so don't miss the next part of your journey. This prophecy that is unfolding, the one you are navigating right now, is not just an ancient tale being played out before your eyes. It is a personal mandate, a call to action that is resonating through your very being, and that is designed to awaken you from within. The energies that are swirling around you, these aren't simply random occurrences, they are specific to your path, your purpose, your very unique energetic signature, and each step of these 48 hours has been precisely designed to activate your unique potential, to bring to the surface your hidden gifts and your unrealized power. Consider the image of a seed, seemingly small and insignificant, yet holding within it the blueprint for a vast and complex tree, with unique branches reaching towards the sky, just like your unique journey, which is a single branch on a vast tree of potential, each branch having its own design, its own pattern, and its own purpose. Your experience is not just a footnote in history. It is a critical part of a larger cosmic narrative, and the choices you make during these next 48 hours are going to shape not only your personal story, but how the collective tapestry of humanity will unfold. This prophecy is not just something that's happening around you, it's happening through you. This prophecy isn't a single, isolated event. It's a series of interconnected energetic shifts, building upon each other, like a symphony that is slowly building towards a crescendo, each note, each movement, serving a specific purpose in the overall composition, and that each phase is essential for the next, and each will prepare you for the new level of awareness. These shifts are both internal and external, mirroring each other, like a dance between the visible and the invisible, and the choices you make will impact not just your personal trajectory, but how you will experience the external world around you. Think of a musical score, where each note has its own pitch, its own rhythm, its own intensity, yet each one also contributes to a larger, more beautiful whole, and so it is with these energetic shifts, and they are all coming into alignment with the final crescendo as the clock counts down. Are you ready to hear the music? Every moment is a step closer to that new level of awareness, and every choice is a chance to dance with the energies. The challenges you encounter during these 48 hours are not tests of your worthiness or indicators of your strength, but opportunities for you to uncover the hidden layers of your own being, to understand the depths of your resilience, and to embrace your capacity for transformation and your willingness to face the difficult parts of yourself is what will determine your experience of this prophecy. Consider that the difficulties you encounter have been specifically designed to align with your personal path, as if the universe has tailored them to match your exact needs and your most hidden desires, your deepest fears, and your most powerful potentials. It's as if you're being offered the chance to transmute a negative experience into a positive one through conscious awareness, intention, and engagement, as your willingness to embrace the lesson will create a completely different outcome than your resistance to it, and the prophecy will always meet you exactly where you are on your unique path. Are you willing to engage the challenges? Each obstacle is not a random event, but a very specific opportunity for you to grow. Your personal experience, the thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, the choices you make, are not just incidental to the prophecy's fulfillment. They are an integral and essential component of the entire narrative, as your unique perspective, your personal journey, is the missing piece, the keystone that completes the puzzle. Consider that the choices you make during these 48 hours will have a lasting effect, not just on your own path, but on the lives of everyone around you, and they will ripple outward through your community and the collective consciousness. Just like a single drop of water can create ripples that reach every corner of the pond, so too will your actions have a far-reaching impact, as you are part of a larger whole. The ancient wisdom keepers understood that individuals are not isolated entities. They are integral parts of a collective, and what is happening within you will change what is happening for everyone. What kind of ripples are you creating? Your journey is not isolated. It is a vital component of the overall universal experience. Now, let's dive deeper into the specific energetic signatures of each of these 4 phases, intensifying our awareness of this crucial timeline, so that you can understand exactly what to expect, both internally and externally, and how to work with the energies. Think of each of these phases as a different room in a house, each with unique properties, requiring different approaches, and each playing a crucial role in the overall structure of the home, and you must understand what each room is designed for in order to make the most of it. Each of these energetic signatures is designed to elicit a very specific type of transformation, and each one is essential for the next, as they build upon each other in a very specific way, like the rooms of a house, where each one is essential to the whole. Are you ready to explore each room and to use each to its fullest potential? The initial energy surge, from hours 0 to 12, is going to feel like a chaotic and overwhelming influx of energy, and it might create a sense of physical disorientation, emotional volatility, and a feeling of being completely ungrounded. And that is because your energetic field is rapidly shifting to make room for new possibilities, creating a sudden influx of new frequencies. You might experience sudden bursts of energy, an intense feeling of anxiety, or the sensation that your body is vibrating, like a guitar string that has just been plucked. The key here is not to resist, but to remain centered, to breathe deeply, and to allow the energies to move through you and to connect to the earth to keep yourself anchored. This is not about being overwhelmed. It's about becoming aware of your own power as your body is getting used to a whole new frequency. How will you center yourself within the chaos? The first phase is designed to awaken your energetic field and prepare you for what is to come. The next phase, the personal reckoning, from hours 13 to 24, is like a descent into the shadow, a journey into the hidden aspects of yourself that require your loving attention and compassionate healing. And that might be uncomfortable, but it is absolutely essential for your growth. This might manifest as intense self-doubt, painful memories suddenly surfacing, difficult triggers that might throw you off balance, or past traumas that are begging to be acknowledged. And this is all part of the process of integration and healing. The key here is to approach these experiences with a sense of compassion and acceptance, and to make this a conscious process, using shadow integration practices to make friends with the parts of yourself that you have tried to hide. Are you willing to embrace your shadows? This phase will reveal where you have unaddressed wounds, and it is the path to healing. The next phase, the spiritual transformation, from hours 25 to 36, is a powerful shift in energy, and is an opportunity for deep insights, profound healing, and a conscious alignment with your true purpose. This is when you'll begin to experience a heightened sense of intuition, a deep sense of inner peace that is beyond anything you have experienced before, and unexpected spiritual experiences that will help you understand the depths of your soul. This might come through an awareness of spiritual guides that are with you, or sudden flashes of inspiration, and that are all designed to empower you, and that this is not something that happens to you, but something that you participate in consciously. How will you participate in your own spiritual awakening? These experiences are intended to bring you into direct contact with your inner wisdom and your spiritual guidance. Finally, the emergence into the new paradigm, hours 37 to 48, is the time of integration and stabilization, when the energetic shifts begin to settle into your body and into your awareness, and you start to feel a new understanding of reality that has shifted, and you may begin to feel a deeper sense of peace, clarity, and purpose that will give you the energy to act in accordance with your new potential. You might start to feel more grounded, more clear, and more empowered, and it is from this new space that you will set the stage for the next steps of your journey. This phase prepares you for a new path, not just as a possibility, but as a new reality that is actively becoming a part of your life, and not just something you are thinking about. How will you use that clarity to chart your new path? The ancients always understood that preparation is key, and this is how you are meant to prepare for what comes next. These energies are not meant to be passively observed. They are designed to be engaged with, to be worked with consciously, as each is designed to support a specific intention, and each phase will require different tools. The initial surge will need very different tools than the spiritual transformation, so you must understand how to use them consciously and adapt them to your unique needs, and that is why you must actively engage in the process. If you want a different experience of the prophecy, then your actions must reflect that desire. Are you ready to choose your experience? Your actions will be the key to fully stepping into the prophecy's transformative power. During the initial energy surge, hours 0 to 12, you'll want to focus on grounding techniques, breathwork exercises, and focused movement, and these are not optional. These are necessary for you to remain centered and able to move through the chaotic energies of the first phase. Try deep, conscious breathing, feeling the earth beneath you, or try breath retention techniques that help you activate your parasympathetic nervous system and help you feel safe. You can also explore movement practices, such as a gentle walk in nature, stretching your muscles, or free-form dance, as these help to transmute energy through your body and they allow you to be more present. How will you ground yourself? The intention of these practices is to bring you into your body and to connect with the earth, as well as to allow you to move the energies through you rather than against you, and to allow for flow instead of resistance. In the personal reckoning phase, hours 13 to 24, you need to dedicate time for self-reflection and emotional processing, and there is no way to bypass this if you want to move forward with clarity and integration. Journaling prompts can be an incredible tool for exploring your shadows as you ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What emotions am I suppressing? What patterns am I repeating? Creating a space of non-judgment, of compassion, and acceptance is essential here. You must also use emotional release techniques, such as conscious crying, screaming, or shaking your body, to transmute and move the energy, as well as self-compassion practices that will allow you to make space for difficult feelings without being overwhelmed by them. This is about integrating all parts of yourself, not about fixing what is broken. How will you offer yourself compassion? Your willingness to face the hidden parts of your being is your pathway to wholeness. During the spiritual transformation phase, hours 25 to 36, focus on intention setting, visualization, and connecting with your spiritual guidance, and these are the keys to fully activating your power during this time. Create a vision for what you want to experience, what you want to create, and what you want to manifest in your life. Engage in specific visualization techniques, seeing that vision in your mind's eye, feeling the emotions of already having it, and aligning your energy with that potential. Connect with your spiritual guidance through meditation, prayer, or simple contemplation, creating an open channel for clear communication. What intention will you set? The goal is not to be passive, but to consciously participate in your spiritual awakening. And finally, for the emergence into the new paradigm, hours 37 to 48, you must focus on integrating all that you have learned into your everyday life, as well as anchoring the new energies that you have activated. Gratitude practices can be helpful here, as you consciously write down all the things that you are grateful for. Solidifying the energy of positivity and mindful contemplation can help you reflect on the changes you have gone through and help you understand the overall impact of this 48-hour process. And that clarity will help you make conscious choices that are aligned with your heart and that serve your highest good. How will you bring your new awareness into your daily life? This is the time to create a solid foundation for the new you, the new reality, and the new beginning. As the veil thins and the energies intensify, you must also be aware that the presence of unseen forces will increase. So you must approach this with responsibility, with clarity, and with awareness. And it is your responsibility to discern what you engage with, and that the thinning veil is not a random event. It's a part of the unfolding prophecy, and it is a new level of communication with the spiritual dimensions. But you must understand that you have free will, and you have the power to choose what you align with, and that you are not a victim, but a co-creator in this process. And the ancients understood this power, and they understood how to interact with the unseen realms. How will you choose to interact? Your choices are the key to your experience in this time. Your intuition, your emotional responses, your sense of peace, these are your greatest tools for discerning what is benevolent and what is not, and they are designed to keep you safe, secure, and supported. A benevolent entity will feel safe, loving, secure, peaceful, and supportive, creating a feeling of overall well-being, whereas malevolent entities will feel draining, uneasy, and threatening, and this will be your greatest guide. Your emotional responses are your internal compass, and it will guide you to what is aligned to your true path. How will you learn to trust your inner knowing? The more you listen to the subtle signs, the clearer your guidance will become, so pay very close attention. To protect yourself from energies that are not aligned with your path, you must set energetic boundaries using visualization, affirmations, and personal rituals, and that these aren't just metaphors, but real and tangible practices that create a real and tangible difference in your energetic field. You can create a protective shield by imagining a barrier of light surrounding you. You can use affirmations like, "I am safe, I am protected, and I am only open to energies that are aligned with my highest good." And you can create a personal ritual, something that you do each time you engage with unseen energies, as this helps you to create a sacred space and create clarity in your intention. How will you set your energetic boundaries? This is your space, and you must take responsibility to protect it. Remember, your inner power and your free will are your ultimate protection, and that you have the ability to choose your experience, and that you are not a helpless victim of the unseen forces. You are a powerful co-creator of this reality, and you have a very important choice to make. How will you choose to engage? You have all the tools you need to create an experience that will support your growth, and that will empower you to create a new future. The ancients always understood that the power lies within, not outside. These 48 hours are not an end. They're a new beginning, a new cycle, a new way of being, and a new understanding of reality, and the tools that you have acquired during this time are meant to be used long after the 48 hours have ended. Your choices during this time set the stage for the next phase of your evolution, as this is a continuous and ongoing process and not a destination. Your personal growth is something that will never end, so you must remember that each step will lead to the next, as long as you remain aligned with your true path. How will you use these tools going forward? This journey is about growth, and your willingness to engage is the key. The new reality is about increased awareness, a new sense of personal empowerment, and an alignment with your true purpose, where your authentic self is in charge of creating your experience, not the fear or the shadows that have previously dominated your experience. The new paradigm is about creating a new experience of relationships, work, and connection with the world, and everything you've learned will become part of your new way of being, and your everyday experience will be one of wonder, joy, and ease, where you feel a deep connection to the energies and an understanding of your divine nature. How will your relationships change? The changes that you have made within will now be reflected in the world around you. The choices that you make, the intentions that you set during this time are the foundation for your future, and you are now creating a reality that is based on freedom, purpose, and a profound connection to your true self. Act from your heart, from a place of alignment, and your future will reflect that choice. Your intention is the key, and as long as you are aligned with your highest good, the energies will support you, and everything will fall into place. Your self-trust, self-love, and self-awareness will become the basis of your daily existence. How will your new awareness create your new future? Your journey is far from over. This is a new beginning. You are now invited to embrace this new transformation, to step into this new reality, and to continue on this path with strength, clarity, and purpose. This is not the end of the journey, but a new beginning, and you are being called to step into a new adventure that will ask even more of your awareness, your intention, and your action. We will explore that in the next video, and I urge you not to miss this next part of the journey, as your willingness to engage will create even greater possibilities. Are you ready to take that next step? The next video will build on all of this, and your new journey is about to begin. This is it, the culmination you've been preparing for, the very moment the ancient prophecy ceases to be just a story, and instead becomes a living, breathing reality that you are now co-creating with every thought, every emotion, every choice, and every action, and it is no longer just a future event. It is the present experience, unfolding within you, around you, and through you. The next 48 hours aren't simply a passage of time. They are a crucible, a forge of transformation, where every seemingly small decision carries the weight of the ages, and where every step you take resonates through the very fabric of reality, shifting the patterns for your unique path and the collective journey. Will you rise to meet this moment, or will you let the momentum carry you away? The prophecy is not happening to you, it's happening with you. Consider that every time you choose awareness over autopilot, you are directly engaging with the unfolding of this ancient wisdom. You are not a passive witness to these events. You are the very force that shapes them, and your choices are the brushstrokes that paint the canvas of your life, and the very fate of this prophecy itself. And within these next 48 hours, you hold the keys to unlocking its most profound transformative power, designed specifically for your individual path. Just as the ancient texts described, each individual is the missing key that will unlock the collective potential, and that your unique perspective, your personal journey, is not just important, it is absolutely essential. Imagine that you are presented with two paths, and the choice is yours, and that there are consequences for each path leading to a very different experience, and each outcome created by your free will. The choice to engage will lead to empowerment, but choosing inaction will lead to struggle. Will you choose to be a co-creator or an observer? The ancients always understood that the power lies in the choice. The intensity of this 48-hour period is designed to amplify the power of your decisions, creating a heightened awareness of every action, every thought, every emotion, making it easier to recognize the impact you are having in the moment, both on yourself and on the world around you, and the intention is to show you the ripple effect of your choices. If you choose to act with intention, with love, and with purpose, your experience will be one of grace, ease, and alignment. But if you resist, or choose to ignore your role in this process, it could create challenges and obstacles that you must then learn to navigate through. Remember that inaction is also a choice, and that has just as much power as active intention, and that your choices are always creating your experience. What does your inner guidance tell you about your path forward? Every reaction is a sign, and your choices are the language. But even as these challenges arise, see them not as punishments, but as opportunities for deeper learning, as the potential rewards for full engagement are far beyond anything you can imagine, where you will not only navigate the prophecy successfully, but you will also unlock the full measure of your power and understand the scope of your own individual path, and the potential it holds for a truly aligned future. The choice to fully participate, to embrace the shifts, and to work in alignment with your highest good is the key to unlocking the transformative potential of this moment. Will you choose to embrace the challenge and to step into your power? The ancient wisdom texts always pointed to the power of intention and the free will of the individual, and that choice is the key. Now let's delve deeper into the specifics of these 48 hours, a period that is reaching a crescendo of energy, where the various layers of experience come together to create a unique and transformative period, where the initial surge, the personal reckoning, the spiritual transformation, and the emergence into the new paradigm will all feel as if they are happening simultaneously. Each phase of the prophecy is not separate from each other, but instead they are all layers of experience, each one building upon the other, reaching a peak intensity, requiring you to utilize everything you've learned up until now, as this will be the key to navigating the challenges, to remaining centered, and to moving through the phases with grace and ease. The clock is ticking, and each moment has greater meaning. Are you ready for the full experience? This is the moment everything has been building towards, and the intensity is about to peak. The initial energy surge, those first 12 hours, will feel like a storm, a powerful and intense wave that will challenge your very foundation, with physical symptoms that might include a tingling sensation, a feeling of lightheadedness, or a sense of buzzing throughout your entire body. And that is because your energy field is shifting in order to hold a greater charge of divine light, and making space for new possibilities. You might feel an increase in anxiety, an amplified sense of restlessness, and a racing heart, but these are all signs that your system is rapidly shifting, not that something is wrong. So the key is to modify what you already know and adapt the practices to meet this heightened intensity by adding more earth connection to what you have previously practiced, as this will be key to navigating the intense energy. How will you work with this powerful surge? The key here is not to resist, but to flow and to direct the power intentionally. During the personal reckoning phase, from hours 13 to 24, your shadow work will become even more intense, with deeply buried issues, long-held patterns, and repressed emotions all surfacing to meet your conscious awareness, demanding your full participation and your undivided attention, as this is a time of great honesty, and it requires your courageous commitment to face whatever arises, to bring into the light what has been hidden in the dark. You might face difficult relationships that demand your attention, intense fears that need to be acknowledged, and painful memories that are begging to be released, and that the intention is not to dwell in them, but to finally see them for what they are and to release the hold that they have had on you. Are you ready to meet your shadow? The thin veil is bringing the darkness into the light, and this is the pathway to freedom. The spiritual transformation, from hours 25 to 36, will be an intense and rapid acceleration, a period of deep spiritual awakening, where you will receive very profound insights, deep healing, and a connection to your divine purpose, with the potential for direct communication with your spiritual guides, spontaneous awakenings, and an experience of profound inner peace that transcends all previous experience, as if you have suddenly stepped into a higher dimension. The key here is to be open and to be receptive, to allow the energies to flow through you and to fully receive the messages that are coming in for your highest good. Like a caterpillar that must go through an intense transformation in order to become a butterfly, so it is with you. Will you embrace the metamorphosis? It's time to shed the old skin and become something new. Finally, in the emergence into the new paradigm, the last 12 hours of the 48, you will begin to feel a sense of grounded peace, deep clarity, and a profound understanding of your true purpose, where you will be making conscious choices about your new path forward, as the foundation you have been building is now ready to support the next phase, and that this isn't just a hope, but a very real experience that you are stepping into. You will need to make choices based on your new understanding, aligning them with your heart, with your highest intention, and with your truest path, in order to create a future based on your authentic power. How will you use your newfound wisdom? This is when the planning begins, so stay focused and intentional and move forward with purpose. The tools that you have been acquiring are not merely helpful, they are absolutely essential for navigating this transformative period, and they are designed to empower you, to support you, and to guide you through the next 48 hours. And these tools are the keys to unlocking your potential, not simply to observe, but to actively participate as an agent of your own evolution. These are not passive observation techniques, but specific skills that will allow you to manage the intense energies and direct them towards your greatest potential, acting as a bridge between your intention and your manifestation, the link between your inner vision and your external reality. Will you use your keys? You are not meant to passively observe, but to actively participate. During the initial energy surge, you must stay grounded, centered, and fully present in your physical body, which you can do through specific breathwork exercises by lengthening your inhales, your exhales, and your breath holds to activate your parasympathetic nervous system and reduce anxiety, through movement practices that release tension and support your energy flow, like gentle stretches, freeform dancing, or a walk in nature, and through grounding techniques that help you connect to the earth, by visualizing roots extending from your feet, feeling the support beneath you, or holding crystals and stones. How will you create a solid foundation for yourself? Each action is designed to bring you back into the present, to bring you into your power. As you navigate the personal reckoning phase, you must integrate your shadows and take full responsibility for all of your choices by using very specific journaling prompts, asking, what am I avoiding? What am I feeling? What is the hidden lesson? By engaging in specific shadow integration techniques, such as compassionate self-reflection, emotional release exercises, or forgiveness practices, and by embracing non-judgmental self-compassion that acknowledges all parts of you, understanding that every aspect of your experience is essential for the whole. What hidden truths will you embrace? Your willingness to see the shadows will bring your true light into focus. During the spiritual transformation phase, you must activate your intuition, connect with your spiritual guidance, and open to receiving the messages that are intended for you, by creating a sacred space that is free from distractions, by setting clear and specific intentions that align with your highest good and that empower you, and by using specific visualizations to amplify your intuition, so you can connect to your inner wisdom and receive guidance. Are you open to the messages coming in? This is a journey of conscious co-creation, not passive observation, and your intuition will guide you forward. And finally, as you move into the new paradigm, you must integrate all of your new insights and make a clear plan for the next steps of your journey, by using gratitude practices to acknowledge the gifts you've received, by engaging in mindful contemplation practices to reflect on the journey that you have navigated, and by creating action steps that support your vision, your path, and your purpose. Setting a very clear intention for the direction you want to go and what you want to create. How will you bring your new awareness into focus? This is where you begin to create your new reality, grounded in your highest potential. As the veil thins and the unseen forces become more accessible, you must consciously choose what you engage with, and that your awareness, intention, and your free will are your greatest tools as you discern the different types of energies and learn to identify those that are benevolent versus those that are not. The ancients understood that there are many unseen forces and that it was important to interact with them wisely. What will your choices reveal to you about yourself? You are not helpless, but a powerful co-creator of your experience, and you always have a choice. Your feelings of peace, joy, love, and expansion are clear indications of benevolent energies, while feelings of fear, anxiety, contraction, and dread indicate energies that are not aligned with your highest good, and these inner signals are your greatest form of protection, and that the more you listen, the more clear your guidance will become. So pay very close attention to the subtle clues in your inner landscape. What is your first instinct telling you? Trust your inner knowing, as it is always guiding you toward the light. Create very strong energetic boundaries by visualizing a protective shield of light surrounding you and by using affirmations to reinforce your intention that you are safe, protected, and only open to energies that serve your highest good, and by creating personal rituals that help you set the intention for each encounter with unseen forces. You are the master of your own energy, and your boundaries are a way to communicate to the universe that you are in control of your space and what enters into it. How will you communicate your needs? Your boundaries are an extension of your power and a declaration of your sovereignty. Your personal power, your clear intention, your free will are your greatest protection, as you are not at the mercy of these forces, but the master of your own experience, and you have the ability to choose what you engage with and what you don't, and that your choice will always align you with your highest good, and you are always guided and supported. What choice will you make in this moment? The power lies within, not outside, and you are always in control. The transformations you're experiencing are not just personal, they ripple outwards, shifting the collective consciousness of humanity and the energy of this entire planet, with each individual transformation adding to the collective change, and that your experience will create a ripple effect that will touch many lives. You are like a single drop of water in the vast ocean, and as you change, you will influence the whole, and the same is true of all transformations that occur. What kind of legacy will you create? You are a beacon, a light for others to find their own way. The frequencies you have embodied become part of your energetic legacy, becoming a beacon of hope and transformation for all those around you, creating a ripple effect that will influence generations to come, and that your personal transformation is creating a change in the collective consciousness. Your choices are not just changing your life. They are shifting the very fabric of reality and creating a path for others to follow. How will your legacy live on? Your transformation is not only for yourself, but for the evolution of all of humanity. Stepping into the new paradigm requires that you take full responsibility for your experience, and that you create your life with intention, alignment, and a deep connection with your higher self, and that you trust yourself, love yourself, and act from the heart, and create a path that is in service to your greatest good, where your daily experience is aligned with your authentic power. And that your intentions are your guiding light. How will your new choices shape your new world? The choices you make from this moment on will determine the experience you have. Embrace this powerful transformation, move forward with grace, and know that this journey is far from over, and that this is a new beginning, where you have all the tools that you need to continue on your path, and to create a beautiful and powerful future, and we will explore that final step in the next video. What will you choose to create from this moment forward? Your journey is ongoing, and the greatest is yet to come. This ancient prophecy, the one you've been hearing about, the one that's been whispered in the annals of time, was never about some far-off, predetermined event, but a highly dynamic, ever-revolving, transformative process unfolding through your very choices, actions, intentions, and experiences, and those unique elements are key. The 48-hour window was never meant to be a countdown to some distant point in time, but it was designed as a catalyst, a powerful surge of energy that was intended to bring your truest self into the forefront, to force you to reckon with everything you have been, and to step into everything you will become, and each of you is experiencing this uniquely. Each reflecting different faces of the same divine truth, and the intensity was perfectly crafted for the precise challenge you were meant to overcome, and the unique path that you alone are capable of walking, and that was always the intention. Did you feel the intensity as it shifted? Each moment was designed to show you your hidden power, so what did you choose to do? The 48-hour countdown was never a marker of an external event, but instead, it was designed as a framework for your personal growth, with each phase specifically structured to bring forward a new level of awareness, where the initial surge challenged your foundations, asking you to root into your power. The personal reckoning phase forced you to face your shadows and to make peace with them. The spiritual transformation connected you to your divine guidance, to give you the answers you needed. And finally, the emergence into the new paradigm brought you to a place of empowerment, to create a new path, and that each moment was a layer building on the last, with the purpose to lead you to your highest potential and the only path to your personal evolution. Do you now see the layers? It was all designed for your unique experience, and each phase had a purpose. The true mystery of this prophecy, the core secret that was hidden within the ancient texts, was never about a single cataclysmic event that would change the world, but instead, it has always been about the collective and individual transformation of human consciousness, with each person a vital player in this grand, unfolding story, and that you are not separate from the whole, but an integral part of a larger body, where your experiences are connected to everyone else on this planet, and that your transformation has a direct impact on the overall transformation of humanity. Just like individual cells within a body, you are all working together to create a healthy system, and that your choices to align with the divine are key for not only your own growth, but the growth of everyone else, and that each choice to move toward the light helps the collective, and it was designed to work this way. Did you understand your personal responsibility? You are not alone in this experience, as your actions are influencing the whole. The most profound shift in perspective that you must now embrace is that you are not simply a witness to the unfolding of this ancient prophecy, but instead, you are an active participant, a co-creator with the divine, and that you are in charge of the very outcome, where your choices, intentions, and actions are shaping both your personal journey and the entire world around you. And your power has always been the key, and that you are no longer a passive observer, but you are a powerful and empowered creator, and your future is in your hands. You have the tools you need to navigate whatever comes your way, you have the wisdom to make the best decisions, and you have the power to create the reality that you most desire. So how will you use your power? The experience is not just something happening to you, but happening through you. This personal transformation that you've just experienced is not some isolated event, but it's a deeply interconnected thread in the larger tapestry of collective evolution, and that your individual journey is an absolutely essential part of humanity's shift toward a more enlightened state, where the choices you make in this moment do not just impact your own life, but create ripples through the entire world, and that the patterns you are creating become an energetic legacy that will guide others forward, and that your transformation is a direct contribution to the collective good. What kind of world are you creating? Remember that the choices you make create a path for others to follow, so make choices that are aligned with the highest good. The ancient wisdom that we've explored throughout this journey is not merely some historical record of events that happened in the past, but instead, it represents timeless truths that are woven into the very fabric of human existence, and that the knowledge you've gained is not just useful for navigating this 48-hour window, but instead, It's a vital guide for understanding your present experience and illuminating your path into the future, and that you are drawing on knowledge that has always been within you, a remembering of something you already knew. Do you feel the connection to the past? You are part of a lineage that transcends time itself, and your actions honor those who came before. The conscious choices that you make from this moment on are the very architecture of your reality, and that each decision will have a direct impact on your personal path, as well as the overall unfolding of this prophecy, because there are no passive experiences in this journey, and each moment is a moment of conscious creation, where you hold the pen of your destiny. And that responsibility is not simply a one-time task, but instead, it is an ongoing practice of conscious living, in which your choices ripple outward to touch the entire collective, influencing the world around you. Do you understand the power that you now hold? Your awareness is your greatest tool, so choose wisely. The transformation you have just experienced is not an end point, but instead, it is the beginning of a much larger process of growth, evolution, and self-discovery, and that the choices you make now, in this moment and all moments to come, will determine the kind of reality that you will create, as you now stand on a new foundation. With a new opportunity to build a world that is more in alignment with your deepest values, and that this new paradigm requires that you remain dedicated to conscious living, where you are the active creator of your own experience. What will you choose to build? The path ahead is yours to define, and your power is your guide. All of the open threads from our journey have now come together, where the questions we posed at the beginning about the nature of the prophecy, the meaning of the energetic shifts, the role of unseen forces, and the implications for the future have all been resolved into a very clear and cohesive understanding of the experience that you have just navigated. Where you now see each element as a necessary part of the larger plan and a unique piece of your own individual puzzle, and that each layer is essential for the whole, all carefully designed to work together. Are you ready to bring it all together? The key to the future is understanding the past, and you now see it all in a new light. The synchronicities, the intuitive nudges, and the spiritual signs that you've been noticing are not just random occurrences, but instead, they are direct messages from your higher self, from the universe itself, and that you are now fully equipped to recognize, interpret, and act on these messages. With the understanding that these moments of guidance will continue to unfold long after the 48-hour window has closed, and that these synchronicities are not just vague ideas, but they are very specific and personalized messages from the divine, always guiding you on your unique path. Are you receiving your guidance? Your intuition is a compass that always points to your highest good. The initial questions that were asked at the beginning of this journey were designed to spark your curiosity, and now, having traveled through the 48-hour period, you have arrived at a new understanding, with a very clear framework that allows you to now see the answers, where you can now reflect upon the starting point and see how far you've come. Where those original questions are no longer shrouded in mystery, but are now a clear understanding of your path and your purpose. How have your questions been answered? Your new awareness is a bridge to a new reality and a pathway forward. The tension that we have held throughout this journey can now be fully released, because you are now equipped with all the knowledge, all the tools, and all the awareness that you need to confidently navigate your new reality, and that your journey is supported by the love and light of the universe, and that you can move forward in grace, knowing that the unseen forces are on your side. And that the larger plan is designed to bring you into alignment with your highest potential, and that you are never truly alone, but instead, you are always surrounded by love. Are you ready to embrace your new life? Your path is supported by the divine, so move forward with faith and trust. As you move into the next phase of your journey, what new questions will you begin to ask? What new mysteries will you seek to explore, as you have now fully stepped onto your path of continued spiritual exploration, where the 48 hours have only been a catalyst for your new adventure, and that the possibilities are limitless, so what new experiences will you invite? This is not an ending, but a beginning, as you are ready to explore new territories and deepen your connection to your divine potential. The possibilities for your growth, your transformation, and your self-discovery are truly limitless, and that the lessons you have learned and the experiences you have had will continue to unfold as you walk this path, and that you are only just beginning to understand the extent of your power, your purpose, and the potential that lies before you. And that this journey is an ongoing adventure of conscious co-creation, so what wonders will you now manifest? The universe is your playground, and your potential is infinite. As you step into this new chapter, we invite you to share your experiences in the comments, to create a sense of community and shared journey, and to connect with like-minded individuals, to learn from one another and grow, and to subscribe for more content to support your ongoing transformation and expansion, as this journey is ongoing and we are all in it together. So how will you connect with the others? Your experiences are valuable and powerful, so make your voice heard and share your light with the world. And while these 48 hours have come to a close, know that this journey is far from over and that the energetic shifts will continue to intensify in the coming weeks and months, and that you are now equipped with all the tools and awareness that you need to navigate this new landscape and to continue growing and becoming the greatest version of yourself. This is not the end of the countdown, but the beginning of your ascent, so what will you create as you move forward? Your path is open, and your adventure is just beginning, so stay tuned for what's next.